Hi guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to do a currently I'm video. So this video is literally just me, talking about stuff that I'm currently reading, watching, cooking, trying and obsessed with. So I'm going to start with currently I'm reading. So I'm not a big reader, like by any means, not a reader like at all. But I have got 3 books. I've got all by Carrie Fletcher. So I've got When the Curtain Falls, I've got In the Time We Lost, and I've got All I Now Know by Carrie Fletcher. I bought them because I've been wanting to read more, because when I was in school I think I'd read quite a bit, because in high school you obviously could have time where you had to read. If I had to bring my own book in, I used to get from the school library all the time, and I mean all the time, Cool by Michael Morpurgo. Michael Morpurgo has written other amazing books as well, but this book, Cool, it was quite a heavy storyline as such, for a child to read. I first read Cool when I was 6, and then when I read it again, I just liked reading it, even though it was a very heavy storyline. So it's Michael Morpurgo's Cool is about a boy who basically his dog gets let out of the garden gate, and he goes and runs out, and the boy ends up being hit by this car, I think, or truck, and ends up in a coma. And this book is him being in this coma and everything around the time. So I think he had an older sibling, but his mum and dad weren't together, and certain things were a trigger. But it's him in the coma, and he's very aware of his surroundings and very aware of what the doctors are saying and how people are talking to him. Yeah, I get it's a very heavy storyline, but I loved it. Another book that I'd read constantly, and I remember in my English lesson I gave this book to a lad who turned around to me and went, Gab, have you got a spare book? I haven't got one. And at the time I had this book in my bag, which is mine, and then a book that I had from the library. So I was like, yeah, lend this for the lesson. And I just gave him the book that I owned. And he was reading it, and I just never got it back. And it was Danny, the Champion of the World by Roald Dahl. That is the one book I would read over and over and over. It was, I just loved it. And that was the last time I was fully engaged in a book. Obviously then in school I'd read Of Mice and Men, Inspector Calls. I never did Blood Brothers, but I did Blood Brothers and drama, so that's where I got it. That's where I got my Blood Brothers fix. Stone Cold, I read that in year 9. Private Peaceful. So that's where my reading starts and ends. Starts with school, and hopefully I will read Carrie Fletcher's books. I bought 2 and I got one off a friend, so hopefully I will read one of them. I kind of want to start with When the Curtain Falls because it's kind of drama-esque, theatre-esque, like me. Okay, so the next one is currently I'm watching. So this category falls into a couple different things. So currently I'm watching on Netflix I'm currently watching Jeff Dunham. Jeff Dunham is a ventriloquist, and he's very, very funny. He always jokes about how his shows, they try to be PG, and they never are. So guys, if you have got kids, don't put it on in front of your kids. Don't put it on. I just find the way him and his dolls react with each other are great, and I just find it dead funny, and I find it just so light. It's Like, even though he does sometimes joke about politics and things like that, just the whole thing of it is dead light. And in this time, you know, we need that. We need a bit of light. So Jeff Dunham, he's got a Jeff Dunham collection. Go and check that out. It's great. Disney Plus. So what am I watching on Disney Plus? So I mentioned in my last vlog that I was watching Disney Fairy Tale Weddings and Encore. So I've stopped watching them because I've watched them all now. And I have started watching, High School Musical, the series. Okay. I shouldn't want to watch this because obviously I was 8 when the first High School Musical film came out and that franchise, so I've literally grown up being known as Gabriella from High School Musical. The amount of kids that would come up to me as I got slightly older, kids would go, "Were you named after High School Musical?" Kid, I was born 8 years before that film. Thank you very much. I shouldn't want to watch it, but I do. And it is cringy, but in the UK, they've only let certain episodes come out at a time. And at this moment in time, there's 3 episodes on it, and I'm a little bit addicted. Like, I think it's great. It's so bad, but there you go. I'm watching the Imagineering story, which is all about how Disney World, Disneyland Paris, everything came to be and who the people are behind the scenes. And it is very, very good. I just find it fascinating and it's great. Okay, so this last one on Disney Plus is a musical. Shock horror. Okay, shock horror. I've been watching Newies, the Broadway musical on Disney Plus. So Newies is a film. It was done in 1992, if I'm correct, and it was based in 1899. And it's about, there's a boy who had to leave school because his dad was injured in an accident, and he's had to go out and work. But he's had to go out and work with newspaper boys. And the price for the newspapers get raised, and the newsy boys can't afford to, to buy more papers because of the price rise. So they go on strike. Do they win? That is the question. The actual show was 2014 in California, and it is unreal. The dancing that the lads do, I've never been a massive fan of tap dance and stuff like that. I'm quite modern in certain shows that I like. So Heathers, everybody's talking about Jamie, Dear Evan Hansen. I'm quite in the current thing. Obviously I love Hairspray because it's a classic. The few classics that you will obviously love. But this show just completely changed everything. So when I've been watching it, I've just wanted to watch it more and more and more and more, which I have been. So Newies, the Broadway show, High School Musical, the musical, the series, the Imagineering story, and obviously I've been watching films come and go. I've tried to watch Cars 2 because I can't get into Cars 2. I watched it for 5 minutes. I lasted 5 minutes last night and I went, this film's awful. Cars 1 and Cars 3 are great. I need to finish Cars 3 actually. I'm just watching it now. So currently I'm cooking. So this kind of links in with trying as well. Because cooking wise, I've actually been trying to get involved a lot more in what I'm cooking for tea. Helping prep more, so if I'm cooking anything for tea, I try and make sure I've done enough for lunch the next day, so I'm trying to stay healthy with it as well. Because I'm not the slimmest of people, so I do need to be careful with what I'm eating. As well as I've got celiac disease, so I can't really eat anything with gluten and wheat in it, as it gives me really, really, really bad stomachache. But that stomachache obviously means something else is going on inside, and it's not healthy for my insides, which isn't very good. So when I've been trying to cook, I've been trying to make sure I've got food for the next day. So things I've been cooking are a lot of roasted veg with steak or gammon, I've made like salt and pepper chicken, like homemade, obviously, with like peppers and onions and garlic and chilli, because garlic and chilli are like my go-to for like anything. Like I'll always go and like, oh, I'll do this. If we're doing potatoes, I'll help like peel the veg and stuff like that, peel the potatoes, whatever. I've been making gluten-free chocolate brownies. The pack of like mix is from Home Bargains. It's, if I've got it right, it's about £1.40 for a bag. As it says, oh, use a square tin, I've got a longer tin. So because I've got a longer tin, so I get 2 packs, and I use like 2 eggs instead of 1 egg. I use double the oil and double the water to mix and stuff. And my neighbours have loved it, as well as my mum. So it's been like, if I wanted a chocolate fix and I didn't want to be naughty as such and, you know, deal with the stomachache afterwards, I've been baking them, putting them in the fridge to cool down, and then cutting them and eating them. So they've been very, 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 very nice. So currently I'm obsessed with watching Eugenius on YouTube. So Eugenius is a musical, and it got recorded, and during the coronavirus it got let out so people can watch it on Facebook and on YouTube. So I've been currently obsessed with that. Also, I've currently been obsessed with my new hoodie, Jason Allen. I will never, ever wear this in front of him. Just pointing that one out. I'll never wear merch in front of him. But I did buy his merch, and you know what? It is the comfiest hoodie ever. And sometimes when you just want to chill out, a hoodie is nice to put on. Currently, I'm listening to, musical-wise, obviously Eugenius is the go-to right now, so go Eugene. I've been listening to The Future is Bright and Don't Shoot for the Stars by Eugenius, which has been added to my musical playlist. I've been listening to a lot of musicals because that's just me, and I miss it very much with all this going on. Also, I've been listening to Lawson, the boy band, because they are coming back on the 17th of April. Their new single comes out. I'm very excited to hear it, and I cannot wait. Also, I've been listening to songs that are recommended to me. So a song that's been recommended to me is For Your Entertainment by Lambert. So I've been listening to that, and I've been like getting a groove on. Currently, I've been trying to keep my fitness up-ish. Been doing Zumba as much as I can through a Zumba instructor. As I mentioned on my last vlog, a Zumba instructor has been doing online classes. I've been putting £2.50 in his bank every time I want to do the class, and he sends me the link to the Zoom meeting where he stands there for an hour and does Zumba. It is very good, and it keeps me moving, and it gives me a lot of focus and a release, shall we say. Also, I am currently trying my hardest to stick and focus on, I'm not in work. I have still been having online classes to do and meet and like phone calls with my mentor for the early years course that I'm doing. I'm doing a level 3 course in early years to help with my work placement and hopefully a nice different career. Yeah, but currently the main thing is I'm trying to stay happy. I am trying to stay as much Gabby as I am. It's hard because like I was watching a girl's vlog, Charlotte Ruff. I have been watching her vlogs, like her Disney vlogs and stuff like that, and she did one, she's not a Disney one, but she did just a normal vlog the other day, and what she said really connected with me. She said she got told that she was a light bulb, and that when there's a lot of energy around, her light bulb shines, and when there's not, it dims. And that I can really relate to, because I am an only child. If I was in college or if I was in school, I would never want to be alone in them two environments. Because at home, I'm pretty much alone. It's just me and my mum in the house. So I'm literally now in my room, and I probably will be until I need to do anything. In school and in college, I'd never want to be alone. Like, if there was anything where I'd have to be alone in college, like, I just wouldn't like it. Like, if I had to go up to the library to do coursework, I'd be like, is anyone coming with me? I'd literally just even to have someone sat there next to me as I do it. Like, we didn't have to talk, it was just the company. So I can relate to this a lot because I'm a very huggy person as well. Like, I love a good hug. So the fact I haven't been able to, one, see a lot of people, and if I have seen people, whether it's been my cousin to drop something off for me in the car, like, to literally just be like, hi, from all the way over here, like, it's killed me to, like, not be able to, like, hug anyone. But I'm trying to stay as gabby and as happy as I can. But yeah, so I hope you all are okay. I hope you are all staying healthy and safe and happy. Because obviously, mental health wise, for a lot of people, this kind of thing puts a lot of pressure on that. And I just want everyone to know you are all wonderful, you are all great, and please, please, please do not put too much pressure on yourself. Okay, stay safe, love you all.